Hi book friends, welcome to OMG Look at Her Books. My name is Gina and I love all things books and bookish. I love sharing my book hauls, my TBR list, and book reviews on here. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, I would love to have you along. So please like, comment, and subscribe down below. I post new videos every Sunday afternoon. And without any further ado, let's get right into the video. At the very top of my list is actually the sequel to Fourth Wing. I actually don't have a copy of it yet because it's not out until the 6th, but Iron Flame, this is the first printing of Fourth Wing. I did get my hands on one of those. This was my absolute favorite book of the year thus far. 5 stars. I've actually read it 2 times already. I did it physically once, and then the second time I actually did the audiobook, which I loved. And my store that I work at is actually hosting a midnight release party. I am super excited for that. This is definitely one of my most anticipated reads of the year, and I'll definitely be reading Iron Flame. Anna Maria and the Fox, which is by Liana de la Rosa. This is actually next on my list to read. So this was a buddy read with one of my Bookstagram friends, Piper, over at Piper's Sea of Books. So I'm really hoping to get to this one next month as well. It sounds really good. There's a forbidden love, you know, between a Mexican heiress and a British politician. So this one actually sounded really good. I'm excited to read this one. This was my book of the month copy. So I can't wait to read that one with her. The next highly anticipated book is A Duet with the Siren Duke by Elise Kova. I absolutely adore the Married to Magic series. I know I've said this before, but all of those books got me out of a reading slump each time. And I also always recommend this series to those who like romance but want to dabble into fantasy. I think it's a really good starting point with that, because I would say it's heavy on the romance and a little bit lighter on the fantasy side. And they are standalone, so you don't have to read them in order. I personally would recommend reading them in publication order because they do end up intertwining, because they all take place in Midscape. And the first one is Deal with the Elf King, so it's about the elves in that world. Dance with the Fae Prince is the second one, and it talks about the Fae. That's my personal favorite. The third one is A Duel with the Vampire Lord. I enjoyed that one. That's the vampires. And now we're getting the sirens. And I want to say the last one, or the second to last one, is going to be werewolf. So I'm really excited to read this one. This is definitely high up on my list. And it's also inspired by The Little Mermaid, which is one of my absolute favorite princesses of all time. And Orpheus and Eurydice. I believe it's also a retelling of their story. So can't wait to read this one. Next up on my list is A Vow of Thieves, which is the sequel to A Dance of Thieves, which I absolutely loved. I think I rated that one 4 stars, I want to say. And I also read the prequel series to this, which is the Remnant Chronicles. Love that trilogy, so good. And this actually takes place 6 years after, so it's really cool to see some of the characters from that original story into this one. This is actually another buddy read with 2 of my Bookstagram friends. Again, Piper's from Piper's Sea of Books, and Christina over at Christina's Books. I'll tag them in the description box below, but I'm really excited to be getting to this one. I'm also behind on this buddy read, but they're so patient with me and they're always waiting for me to read the book, so I'm excited to read this one with them. Then I really want to read Mysteries of Thorn Manor by Margaret Rogerson. This is the little companion novel to the Sorcery of Thorns book. I absolutely love that book. Dark academia vibes, very whimsical. There's a little romance in it, so we get a little bit more of that in this one. I was actually a buddy read I did with one of my friends quite a few months ago now, but I read that book in one sitting, 5-star read. So I'm really excited to read this and get a little bit more of our characters in this one. And then for the last 2 books on my November TBR list, I'm switching gears a little bit and slowly making my way into holiday romance books. So the first book is The Holiday Switch by Tiff Marcelo. I'm really excited for this one. It's a cute little young adult rom-com. It sounds really cute. It's enemies to lovers. They're 2 high schoolers that are on their last winter break as high schoolers, and then they end up working together. They absolutely hate each other. So again, it's another enemies to lovers. You can see a pattern here. I really like my enemies to lovers books. They end up working together, and then one afternoon they end up switching phones and they find out some secrets about one another. And then what also grabbed me is that there is a snowstorm that they have to survive with all of these secrets. So this sounds like a cute, quick holiday romance read to help get me into the holiday spirit. So excited for this one. And last but not least, I'll be reading Tessa Bailey's new holiday romance, Wreck the Halls. I absolutely adore all of Tessa Bailey's books. She is an auto-buy author for me, so anytime she writes and publishes a book, I automatically have to buy it. Her books are super cute, super spicy, and I've loved every single one that I have read thus far. This one also sounds really cute. So this is a sexy, hilarious, standalone holiday rom-com about adult children of two former rock stars who team up to convince their estranged mothers to play a Christmas Eve concert. So I'm actually reading this with my book club that I host, the Kiss and Tell book club, and I'm super excited to read this with them and discuss it with all of my book club girlies, and I know it's gonna be a lot of fun, and hopefully this will help me get a little bit into the holiday spirit. It looks like this is the end of my TBR list for now, so those are the 8 books that I'm going to attempt to read in the month of November. I usually don't stick to TBRs too well. I'm more of a mood reader and pick up books based on like what I'm in the mood to read, but we will see at the end of the month which ones I get to and which ones I don't. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day or night. Bye.